Hello, people of Africa. This is DJ Prodi speaking from Ghana. I made a video that TB Joshua was not doing the work of God. And he's not a man of God. He's not a prophet. Please, the Bible said all prophecies ended with John. And the Quran said the last prophet is our prophet Muhammad. So anybody who calls themselves a prophet are just lying. So we don't have prophets anymore. You can be a pastor, you can be a preacher, but to call yourself a prophet in the first place is a lie. Number two, I said these pastors and malams are not doing the work of God. They are doing the white man's job, and people don't understand. The problem is that they brought religion to destroy us. They didn't bring religion to save our souls. Because our forefathers were religious. Our forefathers, they were Muslims. Before the white man stepped foot on the African continent. Did you hear of Mansa Musa who went on pilgrimage to Mecca and back? Yes. There was no Christianity at that time. It was Constantine who created Christianity. Our forefathers were religious before the white man stepped foot on earth. So let me tell you something. Look at your tradition and compare it to your religion right now, Christianity and Islam. You will see that our traditions or customs were more Islamic or religious than the religion we practice today. We have two forms of Islam, the original Islam and the Islam that they brought to us to destroy us. In the olden days, if a young girl became pregnant out of marriage or before marriage, they will search for her partner and banish them from their community. They abhorred teenage pregnancy, fornication. But today, now we have Islam and Christianity. We lead in teenage pregnancy. So one malam who was thinking and trying to figure out things asked the question, Malam Isa in Ghana, that has Islam and Christianity done more harm than good? Because today, look at the kind of fornication that's going on in the African continent. Thievery, armed robbery, corruption. So they didn't bring religion to save our souls. They brought religion to come and move our minds away from our natural resources so that they have unlimited access to those natural resources. And they have achieved that. So they came, picked their malams and their pastors, programmed them to destroy us. So they are destroying us now. They are destroying themselves. They are destroying their families and children and future generations. And they are destroying their countries. Have you heard of King Leopold of Belgium? He wrote a letter to the early Christian missionaries who were coming to Africa. And he told them that the people you are going to evangelize are already religious people. They are righteous people. They know right and wrong. They know good and sins. And they don't cheat. They don't commit sins. So you are not going to teach them what they already know, that they know God already. You are going to convince them so that they will shift their attention away from their abundant natural resources so that we loot them. And when you are looting their natural resources and they ask you a question, why is it that it is stated in your book that thou shalt not steal, but you are stealing us? That you should tell them that listen to what a pastor or a father will tell you, but don't practice what they practice. Pastors say this, malams say this, so you can see the trend. Please let me expose certain facts to you. These pastors, especially these pastors flying in private jets, what way did they do? How many business moguls in Nigeria or Ghana are owning private jets? But most pastors are owning private jets. Where did they get it? What way do they do? Let me tell you. They will cast the spells onto the people. So you'll be affected by the spell. You go to hospital, they'll tell you they can't cure you. It's only that pastor who can cure you. You will come, they will cure you and collect money from you. And when they cure you of your spell or your spiritual disease, it will go and enter another person. The person will also come They'll take money from the person and cure the person. And the cycle continues. So in a year's time, the pastor will be riding a private jet, and you, the congregants, will be wallowing in poverty, having some foolish hopes. That's their secret. So the pastors are criminals, and they are just like the spiritual malams. The malabokers, those who sit in the room and write things. It's the same thing. They cast the spells. Somebody will come, destroy this person's marriage for me, destroy this person. The man will cast the spell, collect the money from this person. Then that person will also come and say, this, save me. Then you collect your money too. So we have spiritual malams who are barely self-contained. What work do they do? They are amassing wealth at the detriment of the nation, because that kind of job is rather leaving their congregants, their followers, in extreme poverty, but they don't know. Just yesterday, I saw a video that Professor Nigel Garcia from Ghana prophesies about TV Joshua's death. That is the kind of foolishness the pastors are in Ghana and Nigeria and other places, Africa, for instance, doing. They are prophesying about the deaths of people. Please, something that is bound to happen. We don't need you to tell us, because whether you tell us or not, it will happen. No pastor can stop anything that God has destined to happen. You can pray, but it is left unto God to decide. So something that is bound to happen. We don't need you to tell us. We need you to be able to prophesy and see where our natural resources are lying down, where our oil is, where our gold reserve are, where our diamonds are buried. If you cannot see those things, then save us those bullshits. You prophesy that this person will die, this person will die. Meanwhile, there are corrupt ministers, you can't even see them. So we don't need pastors or people seers to see what will happen in the future. We need seers to see where our natural resources are. If you can't do that, then spare us of those bullshit. Please, these pastors, spiritual malams and what, they claim to be very powerful men of God. And they are doing numerous miracles. I want to ask a very simple question. Which pastor on earth, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, can do a miracle for the people in his country, or for food to be in abundance in his country, so that his people will eat to their satisfaction and they will still be surplus? Which pastor can do a miracle so that there will be abundance of food in a country, so that they will eliminate hunger in that country? Which pastor who claims to be very powerful on this earth can do miracles so that all our roads will be constructed and we will live a comfortable life? Which pastor? Which pastor can do a miracle through their powers, either through Jesus Christ or whoever, so that we will have potable drinking water flowing all in all the communities in a particular country? Which pastor? No pastor. Even if all the pastors in the country come together, or all the powerful pastors on Africa come together to pray, they can never achieve this. But science and technology can. So for us to study science and technology, technical and vocational, to manufacture our own goods and commodities and make our own roads and exploit our own natural resources, provide potable drinking water and what have you. And these people doing this foolish miracle, what do we benefit from these miracles that they are doing? You cast spells and cure them back and forth, just to enrich yourself, leaving your people in ignorance and poverty. So we need science and technology, not spiritual powers, not miracles. Because when we make our educational system very practicalized, vocationalized, and we achieve 100% literacy rate on the African continent, then well, we see miracles. That is when Africans can research, discover, and invent, which will lead to manufacturing and production of our own goods and commodities, and render our own services. That is only when we can construct all our roads, build our hospitals, produce medical professionals, and produce water, whatever. Let me tell you something. In the United States, some of us have heard that their governments are paying farmers to stop farming because there's abundance of food. They farm with their heads, technology, but we farm with our waste, so we can't even feed our population. So we need knowledge, we need technology, not miracles. So these pastors and malams, they are of no use to us. If you are hungry, you can never follow God's words. If you are poor, depressed, and hungry, you can never follow God's words. So anybody who will tell you you should neglect worldly material things and think about the hereafter, the person is lying to you. Let me reveal a secret to you. The people who came to Africa here and told us that when you gain the whole world